here we are. And if you're uh, about to open a new project, so here you can click for a new project, and you can use this import point cloud, and then you can choose the file. Sorry, before choosing the file, you can select the folder where it will be saved, and then you open and select your project. So let me cancel it. Here we have already. So this process is already shown yesterday, and here also you can directly click on open, and there you can open this file. This is the sample file which I'm going to open from here, or else this is the last preview. uh, this is the preview of your last opened object, so you can also click on here, or else you can click on open here. So let me click on this screen, and here you have this option, this scan view. This is scan view. So this is like where the scanner was placed, at that location you want to see it. So only on that location only you can see it. So you can right click and you can orbit around. So your position is fixed, like a here you can see this is the plan view of that location. So this is your scanner. Here your scanner is placed, and from that position this is totally scanned, and you are seeing through the scan view. And after that you can come to this 3D view. Here is the option 3D view. So this is all point, right? So here we have this project explorer. You can say project explorer or project navigator. This option is called project navigator. So from here also you can come to this scan locations if your scan locations are saved. So here we have some this is no, this is not scan location, this is scan region. So we will come on that part later. So here we have this scan location. Now just click on this, and we have two location where we set this scanner. We set the scanner on this two location. So if you switch to this location, and there you have this uh, sorry, here, and right click and you orbit. So there you have this bubble here, and if you click on here you will get the scan view. So only you can see this scan. Okay, so this is the scan file. Means you can say like you are seeing through that scanner like this. So you can come here and you can switch to another. Here you can see this is another location. Okay, you can click the bubble and you can switch to that. So there these bubbles are set to that location. You can click and come here again like that, and you can switch to 3D view for this location, and there you have. And you see that we have points. Okay, so how how it did how that scanner got this point cloud. Through that scanner, one laser beam comes out and fall on this surface, and it get back to that scanner. And how long it takes, according to that, it takes the surface distance, and uh, it takes the surface. Okay, and it has some more quality to get the exact surface, like this image, and the color of the surface, and as per the light around it, it will take out that point cloud. So all the point together are scanned for that location, and that is called your point cloud. Right now you have, and right now you see that we have this display option here, and sorry, this is the display option, and here we have this point display. So we can control this point size. If you increase the point size, increase the point size more, so there you can see like it's overlapping some places, and you cannot, right now you cannot see through, right? So if you need to increase this point size, you can go for this point size. Like this will be better when you are at the close point and you are going for this measurement option, and you are about to measure. So for that time, you can go for this point display and you can increase the point size. Now, if you decrease the point size, so this point size is uh, not such big that it covers the surface, and it is not too small that you cannot see all these points. So like if you uh, decrease it like 1, you cannot see any point cloud. You can, so if you zoom totally out, and then it will cover the surface. So you can choose like 2 or 3. Come to this point display option, and you can choose 2 or 3. Okay, so 3 is good, you can go for that. All right, now let me tell you about some more display option. Like you can go for this RGB option is there. So with this option you get this all the exact RGB colors of your point cloud file. So that is right now set. You can go for elevation, so there you will get this height. So when there is so this is, these colors are set as per the height. So this is one presetting, and we have some more presettings for the color mode. Okay, so these are your color mode. This is a presettings. You cannot change the settings, so you can customize as per your requirement. So I'm coming on that part later. And you have intensity, so it's like that. Okay, how intense it is. Okay, so it's like that. So here you hold the right click and you orbit there, and if you want to look around, suppose like this, if you want to look around, so then hold the shift and right click, then you can just no, oh sorry, holding the control and shift, you look around. And if you want to fly in from this position, then hold shift and right click, then you can fly around the whole point cloud. And let me show you more display option. That is this is normal. This is with normal colors, and we have more options. Scan location. So if you go for this scan location, now let me show you there. So this is only one scan file is there. Suppose like the previous class, we have imported two different scan project. So for that, each and every scan file will have different color. So that is the options scan location. So that is we can go for, and holding the shift to fly in, holding the shift and right mouse button to fly around. So here if you click, and you can come back to that normal scan location. And here also you have that. Now come back to 3D view. Now let me change this. So we have a lighting option also. Okay. So for this lighting option, if you go for before that, let me set to RGB so that we can get the light properly. And now let me go for this lighting option. So we have this lighting sides, like if you go for single, so you can see that from one single side you are getting light, from that side you are getting light. Right. Okay, so you can choose from one single side, you will get light, and you can go for double lights. So from two side you will get lights. Okay, and if you go for none, so we have this lighting side option and you have this none option. So that means you will get the original light from your scene when you have scanned that, and there uh, you had that light. So as per that you will get your light. So that light, as per that light, the colors were scanned, so you were getting that light. You choose that none. And you have this shader model. So for this shader model we have two options. So one is one is your Lambert and other is your form. And Lambert uses a different shading technique in which the surface radiance is the same regardless of the viewpoint. And that's the way that we are looking at it right now. And Phong, on the other hand, uses a realistic shading technique that is based on the color and illumination of each pixel. This method may include specular highlights on glossy surfaces. So let's do the changes, and let's see. So this is your Lambert and your form. So you may get the result, or I don't know. Let me just change. So I'm not getting. So there may be some. There are no such glossiness on the surface, so that we're not getting such big difference here. All right. So now let me show you that about this edge highlight option. So you can go for this edge highlight. So it will highlight more your edges. Okay. So just that only, like highlighting all these edges. That's the only thing you are doing it. And you can make transparent your edges. You are making transparent your edges. Okay. And that's a very simple thing you are doing with it. So we don't need any edge highlighting. So let's go that none, and for this lighting shade go for none. And let's go for this option here. You can I'll be coming on this part, update origin. Before that, let me just tell you about all this user interface option. So if you want to customize your user interface, so this is like all the scan location mirror ball was there. So these are your mirror ball scan location, and that is about the sizes. So we can change this mirror ball sizes. And about this annotation, so here we have this annotation option. So if you don't need that annotation option, like if you don't need this, so you gray it out, so that means it is not available here. Okay, so let me go for done, and go for this annotation and note option is there. Okay, so all the notes which are already placed, okay, sorry, uh, all the notes which are already placed will be shown here. And if you go for this option here, if you uncheck this, so that means all the nodes which are placed within your point cloud, so that will not be visible here anymore. And same like that for measurement, if you have placed any dimension here, so it will not be visible that, so you need that. And this is right now in perspective mode, in the perspective view, so that is always on. And if you need ortho mode, so you just have to uncheck this. So whenever you need ortho mode, or this is right now isometric, okay, so or else you can say it as a ortho perspective, better you say it as isometric. So if you ever need isometric, so you just uncheck this perspective. And here you have this tool option. So about all this navigation tool, navigation tips, and real view cube, so if you uncheck this view cube, so you will not get it. And here, if you don't need welcome screen whenever you open this uh, recap, you don't need that welcome screen, so from here you uncheck this, you will not see that again. Okay, so this is how you use your user interface customization option. And about the background, so this right now we are having solid color background. Okay, so there you can see this is the current color, like 51, 51, 51. This is the current color, this is the solid color. And you can choose gradient also, so like you can go for this sunrise. We have some pre-settings, so you can choose from these options. Okay, you can choose any one of this, or else you can go for like you can define your own, so that will set like this. You can define your own, and for this one you can define like this grass, like this you can set. So for this you can come here and you can change like this. Okay, you can change it like this. Okay, so you can choose any option, like let me go with this and let me click on OK. So this is done right now. And now after all this, you will be going for all the measurement and placing all the notes, and having the right view. So let's go for that. And let me go for measurement here. So let's go for this distance option. So you can go for this distance. Suppose let me check the opening for this. So here you will not get any snap points, so you just have to place it properly. So just place it properly, that's the thing. So right now you see that I have done with this distance, but it doesn't place horizontally, doesn't place, right? So let me go that done, and here let me select it, and here you will have this option, go for delete. Now let me show you that if you go for if you are going for distance, so you choose this distance here and you place it. You can go with this dotted arrow there, and now you can see you have placed it. Okay, so make sure like that, if you're placing with that dotted arrow, place it. Now let me press escape, or here click on this done option, and now you select it. There you can go for any adding any details like this. Suppose this is like door opening, that detail you can place door opening width or door opening. That's it. You can and if you have any image, you can add image. Now let me just go for it, and that's you can click here to copy this. Okay, and you also have this hide option here. Here also you have this hide option. Okay, so here you have your annotation. Right now this is, so here you come and this one, yeah. Okay, so this one you make it visible with this option. Okay, and here when you place your mouse, it will show you that detail. So this how you can place your distance option. So this freehand, if you go for this freehand, and then you can choose for ortho, like for creating straight. Okay, so this will always go for straight. So let me choose from this point. So there you can see like it's going uh, straight towards Z. And if you want to place horizontally, so you can press just tab. There you can press tab, and okay, so here tab is not working, so it depends on the version. So in the previous version, it used to work with that tab. Now, if you are pressing tab, so it's working like you were uh, making that ortho mode off. So if you're going with that tab, so it will make that ortho mode on. And if you press tab, so just now let me go for ortho mode again. And here you can see that when you are going for ortho, so there you can choose for your plane. So you have that this X, Y, and Z. So you can choose. So right now this Z plane is there. So you can click on this X if you want to choose this. Okay, and let me come back to Z here, and now let me just go to here. Okay, now click on this done option, and that is there, and you can do these things. Okay, and now let me show you one more thing, that you go for this distance, and there you have this surface option. So on this surface you can just go for, let me change this surface, let me go to this top there. So on this surface you are just okay, and that is your 1.2 mm. Okay, so this will be done on this surface. just click on done, and there you can see, right? Suppose you don't do it without this surface option, so you go for this distance and like ortho. So let me choose ortho X, and from this to this. Okay, so let me go this done, and let me come back to top there. So these two are placed, one with surface and one normally. So let me just place here, and there you can see, right? So one is placed exactly on the surface, and one is based on that point you have defined. So based on that, it is defined as, because this is ortho, so it it is more like you have placed uh, horizontally. But if there is like there is inclined surface, so for that you must choose this option. So as per the surface alignment, you will get that uh, dimension. Okay, now we have more option. So there also you can go for freehand. So this is like normally going with that freehand option. So that is the distance option. Now I will not go for that freehand option, and you can add some notes over there. So adding notes is like providing all the information, and highlighting all the object names and all the object information. So like I don't know what kind of object it is, so I can here add a note. Okay, so there, let me add a note. So here you can specify this as note 1, and there you can put the name, like let me name it craft table, and you go for OK. And whenever you will hover your mouse, you will see it. Okay, so that's how you will be adding your notes. And suppose you need to check any angle there, you can check your angle with this 3D point. This option is there. Okay, so you can go for this face, and on this face you can go for like, so now from this point, let me click on this window option, and if you go for distance, there you can find like this sorry, this go for distance, and you can go for ortho. Just a second. Okay, so let me elaborate this again. So about the face option, so this face you can place it, but I don't know why this is giving like 179.92 only. I don't know why it is fixed. Okay, so from here to here. Okay, so it is placed like this. Okay, so from this, on this surface it will be placed. So now let me show you here. Let me come here and for this for this angle. So from this to like this point, so it will be placed on this surface. So make sure you are placing it. Okay, and now let me go with that window, and here you can see that this is the angle from this point to this point. So this is placing your angle and calculating your angle is quite difficult in point cloud. So you don't assume that you will get exact value for your distance and for your angle calculation. So this is going to be very difficult to place your dimension. So you can just match the nearest as much as possible. So it depends on the practice and the proficiency. So uh, here it's really kind of impossible to match the exact value whatever you require. So you just there's some chances of error is still there, so you just have to make it properly, that's all. And you can go with this 3 point option. So like you can choose any 3 point, and based on that you will get, so like from this point to this point, and there this point. So this is right now like 116.59 degree. Okay, so I'm not matching with that. Don't assume that I'm matching. I'm just placed with that 3 point option. And here also you can go with this angle, like from this point to this point, and there this point. So it is that is 91 degrees. So there you can see, right? And here you can also move it again. Okay, so this way also you can make the adjustment. All right. Now after placing all your dimension and notes and placing angle calculation, what you can do, you can go for this limit box. So limit box is like a scope box in Revit, and your uh, section in Navisworks. So uh, you are doing this thing like for particular view, you go with like, let me choose this, and you don't need that part. So there you can like you can place, if you're working for this only, so you can come to this left and let me click on here, and here let me, so it will allow me to like see through all these things, and I can easily place all the dimensions there and all the informations I can attach there. Okay, so this way you can do it, and how much you want to see it. So you were, suppose you were working with this one, so the lesser you have, lesser points you have, so better you can control all the things, and this way you will go for this confirm option. And again, if you need to reset it, so come to this limit box and go for this reset, and after this you can go for pick, and there let me pick it, and here you can see right now I'm just selecting this object. Let me go for reset and let me go for this pick again, and there I can go for like this, go for pick, and let me pick this object. So around this object only I will have that, and right now I can specifically work for this object and click on confirm, and right now I only have this object, so I can specifically work for this object better, right, without any confusion, and uh, less of confusion. Okay, so this how you control this limit box. All right, and again you can come to this limit box and click on the reset option, and you confirm it, and again you got back your original point cloud, all that together. Now let me come to this project navigator or your project explorer, whatever you can say. Now you see that we have some view state option. So view state is like creating that uh, in Naviswork we have created that option also. So it's same like that. You are placing all the view location and you are saving that view, uh, and then you can play them together as a animation. So let's work with that, and let me see if there are already some view states. So if you have already some view states, so you can see that is the view state, and on this view state you see this color is set. Okay, so here you can play them together. So first one, and this is the second one. Now let me come here, and this is your play animation option, and this is your export animation option, and here you have this option. So for this display option, let me just see if we have any option like okay, so let me come to this uh, normal view state one here, and now you can create more options. So let's go for this add, and you can create a new view. So this will be your new view, so this one, and now you can click on this update option. So this one is updated right now, and you press enter after that, and now you change this position. This will be the next view. So again you come to this navigator, project navigator, and there pick. So this is your view state 4. You press enter, change the view, and again you click on this. This is view state 5, press enter, and then this is next view. You come here and you press plus button, and again you can come here. Okay, so like this you can have it, and this is one, and now you can play them together, that first one, then the second one. Okay. Now let me come to this view state 3, and for this view state 3, this one will be the view. Okay, so for that, let me, sorry, so double click on it, and now just change the view, and now click on this update option, and you press enter, and now let me just say this. Okay, it is not updated. View state 3, so right now it is updated. Okay, so I was clicking it wrongly. Now let me see view state 1, view state 2, and view state 3. Yeah, right. So make sure you are clicking it properly, otherwise you will not find out what is happening. Okay, and about that view state 4, so this is right now view state 4, and here you can change the color, like if you go for this intensity, and there you have to update it. So when you click on this, and you will get that message. And now let me play them together from the beginning. View state 2, and view state 3, and view state 4. Okay, like that. And if you need to export it, so here we have this option, export video. So there you see this option is there. So pause time is 2 seconds is set. You can set is 1 second there, and the format will be MP4 720p. That's it. So then you can go for export, where is the location. Now I'm not going to export it. Now let me show you about the scan region. So about the scan region is like, whenever you are selecting some part of your scan project, you can mark it as a region. So in the previous class I have shown this option. So this region. So right now you can create new region option is there. So you can go with this new region, and you can right now create, and you can define. So now here also it is created. So one floor is created. So all these objects are created as floor. So now let me just show this. So all the unassigned points will be hidden. So right now all the points which are unassigned to any region, so all those are hidden right now. And this is your floor. This is your floor. Okay, all right. So that is only visible. So here let me bring those back. Yeah. Okay, so now here what you can do, you can create a new one. You can create a new one. If you want to export your regions as a separate point cloud file, so that you can also do. So let me like create a ceiling there. So ceiling, yeah, and after that press enter. And about the color, so you can change the color here. So let me go with this color and click on OK. And now the region is created, but we haven't defined, right? So now what I do is I will uncheck this perspective so that I get exact elevation parallel to my plane and the perpendicular to the plane. So I will get the exact elevation. And here with this window, I will select this part. Let me select this part. Okay, and then here you have this region. So I will not go with this new region. So I have created all already. So I will just pick this ceiling, and now you can see that color, right? And if you need to clip inside, clip outside, that you can also do it also. Like, let me go with it, clip inside right now, and that you can see. And again, you can unclip it all. And right now what you can do is if you need to lock this region, so you can lock this. So whenever you are selecting anything, those points will not be selected. Okay, so you will not be working with that. So the remaining will be selected. Can you see? Right. So, and after that you can work separately. Suppose you need to clip this. Okay, clip outside all this, you need to do that. Suppose you are working with your plumbing components, so you can do that. Okay, and let me bring those back. So from here you can go for this export option, export region, and this will be the file type, and where it will be saved you will be choosing that, and all these regions will be exported as a separate point cloud file. And if you want to delete any region, you can go and delete. And this is for unassigned points, you can just make it visible, and you can hide it. So all those which are not assigned with any region, those are called as the unassigned region, and you can control the visibility for that. Okay, now about the scan location I have already mentioned, and about the annotation. So about the annotation also, you can export it, okay, as a CSV file. You can export it as a CSV file. Okay, now let me just go with this. So there are some uh, these dimensions are already there. Let me make them visible. Okay, these dimensions are there, so you can control all these things from this project navigator. And if you want to detach this project navigator, you can click on it. So I need this project navigator, and this how we will be working with this. Okay, now suppose you need to search anything here, and you need to access it quickly. So here we have this search button, and you can type it, like you can go for that note 1. So there it is. So whenever you click on it, so there is this location symbol is there. So whenever you click, so it will direct you to that location for that. Okay, so this way you can search, and you can find it out quickly. Okay, and here let me see about the tools. So all the tools are there. So there you might get one feedback option there. Okay, one feedback option you can get if you are using the latest version of your recap. So it totally depends upon the version what you are using right now. Okay, and now let me show you about the origin point. Okay, so based on that origin it will be placed. Now let me show you about the origin. So go for this update origin, and there this set as origin 0, 0 and 0. So you can set your origin to any other location. There you can set it. Okay, so let me click on that. Okay, here you can just sorry for this update origin, so you can click here also, like this one, and there you can see right now this is, so you can just preview it. You can click on the preview, and there you can see that from that location this is the x direction, this is the y direction, and this is the z direction. Okay, and if you want to change this location, so dragging it, you can do this. So let me not do that. So I'll cancel it, and again I can come here, update origin, and there I can click and can go for preview, and there you can see. And as per that, you can place, you can set this as the origin. And if you want to change the orientation for your YZ plane, XZ plane, so there you will be uh, setting all that. So let me go with this 90-degree, and there you can see that is changed as per that. And you can click on this reset origin, and this is set. So again you can come to this update origin there, and this was set as -0, and okay, or let me just undo this. Okay, so this is the position, and here you can change. Again you can come here and you can change the position there. Okay, so if you click here and if you click on OK, so there you can see that that point is right now as a origin. Okay, so that point is right now origin, and as per that you are having it. All right, so this way you can organize your project, and you handle and you manage your point cloud in this software called Recap Pro. So that is all for today, and we are finished with this point cloud. I hope it is clear, and if you have any question, doubt, you can ask me.